Welcome back again. Sorry, last video was disturbed. Every day happens. I don't know what is happening. रोज रोज डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, फिर दोबारा बनाना पड़ता है मुझे वीडियो, सारे डाटा दोबारा एंटर करने पड़ते हैं. रियली टेक्स टाइम, बट सॉरी व्हाट टू डू. इट्स ऑल माय हैंड्स. It signals up to you starting from Airtel going to where I don't know its system work. I'm sorry. I was talking about solar system and Oracle. Oracle is part of the system. About this talk, I'll start talking about the page that is regarding, you may say, hypothesis, which is very important one to understand. First of all, I was talking about the system, which is my own head. You can say here, this system has certain volume. This that's called oracle, and that volume I'm talking about, and it's a part of soul. That my soul is controlled by that. And as I'm saying, this is small text is aimed to estimate sky threshold distance from Earth. It's all imaginary. I don't know where sky is, but yet keeping something, as a reference, or you can say as an assumption, just like we do in sciences and engineering, I am considering where can I find sky. It may be right, it may not be right. It's just imaginary. I can't go there. We cannot send some satellite or some rocket, some there, orbit some there. We cannot do that. It's not, still science is not able to do that. But just imagine, we are imagining, because if you imagine something, you can find some answers. So this is a sky threshold term, is called distance from Earth through sky or stars population. Well, I'll just read that first to follow you. That's a part of my soul research, and there are so many things. This is applied social numbers values, and this is oracle, or you may call it globe, or you may call it zero, circle, or sky threshold, whatever you can call that, doesn't make a difference. And I'm saying this topic is based on a consideration of 200 centimeter square brain surface, which I can say here on my skull is 200. I am just assuming that it can vary. You can check yourself. I am just assuming a unit or minimum of 200 centimeter square on developed brain, developed mind. This topic is based on a consideration of 200 centimeter square area brain surface. Consider that a chip, computer chip, same monothetically formed, electron magnetically operating to produce an equivalent monitorial projection based on micron value 10 to power minus 6. According to micron value, the monitorial projection shall be 10 to power minus 6, and projection will be 10 to power 6 square per unit, which forms a human global oracle of 200 into 10 to power 6. You can calculate that. If for 1 square centimeter is 10 to power minus 6, 10 to power minus 6, and last to 10 to power 6, you can inverse that value, and 200 to 10 to power 6 total area of project would be forming 80 meter diameter globe sheet on every body's head in uncompressed state, ought to be had on every normal and sound mind fully active during sleep. थोड़ा हिंदी में बता देता हूँ. मान लीजिए हम कहते हैं कि हमारे सर के ऊपर, सर का मतलब हमारी सर की खाल के ऊपर, हम मान लेते हैं इस खाल का एरिया, मान के चलते हैं, हालांकि कुछ सही नहीं होता, फिर भी खाली कैलकुलेशन के लिए हम मान लेते हैं 200 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर है हमारे खाल सर के ऊपर का जो ब्रेन का एरिया है, छुपा हुआ ब्रेन का एरिया, वो 200 स्क्वायर सेंटीमीटर यदि मान के चलें. और जिस तरह से कंप्यूटर हमको बताता है कि कंप्यूटर कहता है हमारे अंदर एक चिप्स है, वो चिप्स कौन सी शक्ति पे चलता है, इलेक्ट्रॉन मैग्नेटिक की, वो चलता है माइक्रोन की शक्ति पे, इसलिए माइक्रोन चिप्स भी कहा जाता है उसको, जिसकी वैल्यू होती है रियल वैल्यू 10 टू पावर माइनस 6, और जो उसकी प्रोजेक्शन की वैल्यू 10 टू पावर प्लस 6. ये माइक्रोन मतलब 6 डिजिट तक वो जाएगा, नेगेटिव वैल्यू में हो चाहे वो पॉजिटिव वैल्यू में हो. और उसी के हिसाब से यदि हम चाहें तो कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, कुछ जानने के लिए, कुछ समझने के लिए. कुछ सच्चाई नहीं है, एक समझने की बात है, कल्पना है. हम उस कल्पना की दुनिया में जाके हम देख सकते हैं कि हमारे सर के ऊपर यदि एक मान लीजिए प्रोजेक्शन बैठा है, जिसको ग्लोब हम कह सकते हैं, जिस तरह कंप्यूटर के मॉनिटर पे प्रोजेक्शन आता है, जिस तरह से आपके मोबाइल में प्रोजेक्शन आता है, वो 200, हम उसको कहते हैं 1 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर यदि 10 टू पावर माइनस 6 देता है, तो 200 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर 200 को अगर आप गुणा कर देंगे 10⁶ से, वो जो भी वैल्यू आएगी वो देगा। ये आपके सर पे एक बॉल बना के देता है, मैग्नेटिक बॉल, हर व्यक्ति के ऊपर जिसका पूरा माइंड डेवलप्ड है। अगर वो हम उसको 200 को गुणा करें 10⁶ पे, और उसका अगर हम ग्लोबल फार्मूला लगा के उसका हम रेडियस या डायमीटर निकालें, तो डायमीटर जो उसका आता है 80 मीटर आता है। आप मान लीजिए आपके सर के ऊपर एक बॉल रखी है इलेक्ट्रॉन मैग्नेटिक की, और उसका 80 मीटर डायमीटर है, तो वो कितनी हाइट होगी आप समझ सकते हैं। एक बिल्डिंग की जो मंजिल होती है उसकी हाइट करीब करीब 3.5 या 4 मीटर होते हैं, अगर उसमें एयर कंडीशन सेंट्रल कंडीशन हो, तो करीब करीब 20 मंजिल बिल्डिंग आपके सर पे तो रखी हुई है। वो ग्लोब जिसकी हाइट है 20 मंजिल बिल्डिंग के बराबर, वो आपके सर के ऊपर है। आप थोड़ा सोचिए, आपके सर के ऊपर एक ऐसी शक्ति बैठी है जो 80 मीटर की बॉल बना के आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन को रखती है, आपको इंफॉर्मेशन देती है और दिखाती है। आपका माइंड उसी के हिसाब से काम करता है, उसी से इंफॉर्मेशन लेता है, वो आपको बताती है। दिस इज व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू, मींस this is a mathematical calculation only. I explained to you about 226 position projection is available on a hand formed ball which diameter goes to 80 meters. When you calculate by applying formula of surface of sail, and then it's on your head which transmits your energy and information to you, and from you to this one, and then it connects to nature. This is what assumption is made, dream is made. Now we go further one. Taking into account A4 size paper. A4 size paper will consider a normal oracle shall have a memory capacity of about 400,000 pages, while further application of 10 times. What it says, if you have A4 size paper and you put inside surface of that globe, which I just explained to you, an 80 meter height globe or diameter globe, it can contain 400,000 pages, means 4 lakh page. 400,000 pages can be contained in that, and you can further amplify that example. Now, cycles of deep thinking, or it says, cycles of deep thinking may generate one more degree of chip capacity, that is 10 to the power minus 7, and then every further 10 times deep thinking cycle produces stepping up of 10 to the power minus 55, and then further and further and further. The indicator of unlimited control, magic, science, etc. As or so I read it again, taking into account A4 size paper, a normal oracle shall have a memory capacity of about 400,000 pages, while further application of 10 times cycle of deep thinking may generate one more degree of chip capacity, 10 to the power minus 7, and then every further 10 times deep thinking cycle produces stepping up to 10 to the power minus 55, that's 55, an indicator of unlimited control, magnetic signs or sky threshold. We'll go further. Now, prior to moving ahead, refer to tabulated values regarding oracle globe diameter in steps varying 1 over 10 to 1 over 55 chip capacity. I explain you that later on. The oracle diameter forming range from 25 centimeter to 2.52 to 10 to the power 23. Oracle diameter, which I explained to you, form a range from 25 centimeter to 2.52 to 10 to the power 23 kilometers in 55 steps. This was I explained to you about only 200 centimeter square. Now we will start from zero and go further on and see what it is. So in 55 steps, and that of normal brains, a varying from 25 centimeter, 80 centimeter, 2.5 meter, 8 meters, and 25 meters, and so on and so forth. And for chip capacity of 1 over 10 to 1 over, you can say 10,000 or 100,000 respectively, considering a person's within oracle diameter amount, which I explained. I put in on your Excel file, which already given you URL on script.com. You can see that first on text of this video I put certain URLs, and my files are available there. This Word file as well as Excel file, PDF form, or Excel file. You can download if you want to do that. 80 meters having sound mind, oracle person, oracle dia have been given in table depending on developed chip capacity. Now, I just give you precise information on this. An oracle with 2,500 kilometer diameter, an oracle with 2,500 kilometer diameter is formed at a chip capacity of 10 to power minus 15, while 10 to power minus 17 gives to 25,000 kilometers. Just think what I'm saying. I repeat it. Oracle with 2,500 kilometer, 2,500 kilometer diameter is formed at chip capacity of 10 to the power minus 15, while 10 to the power minus 17 chip capacity gives 25000 25,000 kilometers. An oracle with about 80,000 kilometer diameters is formed at chip capacity 10 to the power minus 18, while 10 to the power minus 20 gives about 800,000 kilometers. An oracle with about 25 million kilometer diameter is formed at a chip capacity of 10 to the power minus 23, while 10 to the power minus 25 gives about 252 million kilometer, which is even farther than sun. An oracle with about 800 million kilometer diameter, even farther than Jupiter, is formed at a chip capacity of 10 to the power minus 26, while 10 to the power minus 28 gives about 8,000 million kilometers. An oracle with about 2.5 to 10 to the power 23 kilometer diameter is formed as chip capacity 10 to the power minus 55, while 10 to the power minus 57 gives about 2.5 to 10 to the power 24 किलोमीटर। थोड़ा हिंदी में मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि जो ये मैंने कैलकुलेशन की है, एक इमेजिनरी, एक काल्पनिक कैलकुलेशन है, ये क्या बताती है, कैसे बताती है, सुन लीजिए। आगे बढ़ने से पहले हम चाहते हैं 1/10 से 1/55 कैपेसिटी के बारे में कुछ बात की जाए, जो 25 सेंटीमीटर से लेके 2.5 इंटू 10 से 2.5 10 की पावर 23 तक किलोमीटर की हम बात कर रहे हैं। 55 स्टेप्स में जाएंगे, 55 सीढ़ियों पे आगे चलेंगे कैलकुलेशंस में। इन 55 स्टेप्स में, 55 सीढ़ी पे हमको बहुत कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है। एक छोटा सा दिमाग, बहुत कमजोर दिमाग, इसको कहा जा सकता है 25 सेंटीमीटर का ग्लोब हो, 80 सेंटीमीटर का हो, या से बढ़ते जाए 2.5 मीटर हो, 8 मीटर हो, 25 मीटर, ये जो सब छोटे दिमाग को बात मैं कर रहा हूँ, बच्चों के दिमाग या उनके दिमाग तो डेवलप नहीं हुए हैं, इनकी 1/10 चिप कैपेसिटी से 1/1 लाख चिप कैपेसिटी रिस्पेक्टिवली हो, उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। 80 मीटर का जो मैंने आपको बताया, एक अच्छे दिमाग के ऊपर, एक काम करने वाले दिमाग के ऊपर, एक साउंड माइंड जो कहा जा सकता है, उस व्यक्ति के ऊपर 80 मीटर डायमीटर मतलब होता है। ऑरेकल जो मैंने बताया 20 मंजिल बिल्डिंग का प्लान होता है उसकी चिप कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से। अब आगे चलिए तो आप बढ़ाते जाएंगे अपनी कैपेसिटी को। मान लीजिए अपनी कैपेसिटी आपने 10 की पावर 15 कर ली तो 2500 का आपको डायमीटर, 2500 किलोमीटर डायमीटर आपको मिल सकता है प्रोजेक्शन का। और अगर 10 की पावर 17 होती है तो 25,000 किलोमीटर मिल सकता है। उसी प्रकार से हिस्टोरिकल का अगर 80,000 किलोमीटर डाया है, आपकी कैपेसिटी 10 टू पावर 18 है माइनस, और 1 से 10 टू पावर 20 है तो 8 लाख किलोमीटर का डायमीटर बन सकता है। इसी तरह से यदि आपकी कैपेसिटी बढ़ जाए, 10 की पावर 23 हो जाए माइनस, तो 25 मिलियन बन सकता है किलोमीटर। और 25 10 की पावर माइनस 25 है 252 मिलियन बन जाता है किलोमीटर, 252 मिलियन किलोमीटर, जो कि सूर्य से भी आगे है। जमीन से आप देखें तो सूर्य 15 करोड़ किलोमीटर के पास है, तो ये जाता है आपका 25.2 करोड़ किलोमीटर। और उसके बाद आप आगे चलेंगे तो 800 मिलियन का डायमीटर आपको मिलता है अगर आप जुपिटर को क्रॉस कर जाएं, तो वो है 10 की पावर माइनस 26 और 10 की पावर माइनस 28 पर, तो उससे भी ज़्यादा 8,000 मिलियन किलोमीटर मिल जाता है। और उसी से अगर आप आगे बढ़े तो 10 की 2.52 और 10 की पावर 23 का लेंगे तो आपको पता लगेगा वहाँ 10 की पावर 55 माइनस तक जाए, 57 तक जाए तो और भी बढ़ता जाएगा, और आपको मिल जाएगा 2.5 को गुणा करें 10 की पावर 24 से, इतना किलोमीटर आप वहाँ पहुँच गए। अब हम then oracle formed at 10 to power minus 55, an oracle formed at 10 to power minus 55 chip capacity may be termed sky threshold. Maybe, I'm not confirming that. An oracle formed at 10 to power minus 55 chip capacity may be termed sky threshold or sky line, visible from Earth, and sky continues further to unimaginable greater extents. In this zone, full knowledge is expected to be available for a professing person to draw as an answer to any query. Only route available to provide an access to this location is continuous concentration and multiplied thinking and thinking. An oracle from the 10 to the power minus 55 chip capacity may be termed sky threshold or sky line, visible from Earth, and sky continues further to unimaginable greater extents. In this zone, full knowledge is expected to be available for a professing person to draw as an answer to any query. Only route available is to provide nexus to this location is continuous concentration and multiplied thinking and thinking. एक 10 की पावर 55 का चिप कैपेसिटी बन जाता है। उस जगह हम कह सकते हैं हम कहाँ पहुँचे 10 की पावर -5 पर 2.52 इंटू पावर 24 10 की या जो भी है हम कह सकते हैं उसको स्काई का पहला दहली, स्काई की पहली लाइन, स्काई लाइन हो सकता है उसके आगे भी हो, मैं वो बात नहीं कर रहा। मान लीजिए वहां से शुरू होता है हमारा दिखता है जो लाल नीला नीला आसमान, ये वहां हो सकता है जमीन से इतनी दूर, और उसको कह सकते हैं 2.52 तो गुणा किया 10 से और पावर ले ली 24 या से ज्यादा, वो आपका आसमान जहाँ सितारे हो सकते हैं। यहाँ कुछ हो या ना हो ज्ञान अवश्य आपको पूरा मिलेगा, भगवान का दिया हुआ जो हम चाहते हैं लेना अपने काम धाम में, वो ज्ञान वहाँ हो सकता है। कोई इस बात की गारंटी तो नहीं है। एक ख्यालों में रह रहा हूँ, ख्यालों की बात कर रहा हूँ। अगर आप सोचते रहें कंसंट्रेशन करते रहें, जिसको आप मेडिटेशन भी कह सकते हैं, योग भी कह सकते हैं, कुछ भी कह सकते हैं, दिमाग को जितना आप तेज चलाएंगे उतना चलेगा और उसी से आप इंफॉर्मेशन पाएंगे। दिमाग आपका जमीन पर रहेगा तो जमीन की तो इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी, बाकी नहीं मिलेगी। दिमाग एक वो जहाज है, एक वो रॉकेट है, एक वो कल्पना है जो पूरे विश्व को, पूरी दुनिया को, सौर मंडल को, पूरे ब्रह्मांड को चीर चीर के आगे जा सकता है। मतलब इसका ये है ड्यूरिंग स्लीप soul travels in person's oracle. During sleep, soul travels in person's oracle freely for being fully active, enabling itself to open any of stored files and interacts with other persons, oracles, and attains competency to draw as well information, communication from nature in all forms. Contemplated that stars may be located in skyline profile. सोचा जा सकता है, ख्याल में लिया जा सकता है, वेरीफाई तो नहीं कर सकते, हाँ समझा जा सकता है कि तारे सितारे उसी जगह होंगे जो हम सोच रहे हैं, जहाँ थ्रेशोल्ड है आसमान का, दहली है आसमान की, घर शुरू होता है आसमान का, हमारा ओरेकल वहां तक पहुंच जाए सोते सोते, हमारी यही एस्पिरेशन है, यही हम चाहत रखते हैं। आसमान में नहीं जाती हमारी आत्मा, हमारे ऑरा में रहती है, हमारे ऑरेकल में रहती है, और वो ऑरेकल अगर आसमान तक पहुंच जाए तो आसमान में भी हम ढूंढ सकते हैं क्या रखा है वहां, हमारी इतनी शक्ति बढ़ सकती है। यही है ज्ञान विज्ञान साइंस का। शायद हम ऑर्बिट तो नहीं लगा सके वहां तक, लेकिन सोच सकते हैं, ये अच्छी बात है। सोचिए, ऑरेकल में घूमिए, जाइए, अपने ऑरेकल को बढ़ाइए, बड़ा कीजिए, यही आवश्यकता है और यही कंटेम्पलेशन है इसकी। हम मानते हैं कंसीडरिंग इमेजिनरी डायमीटर ऑफ सोलर सिस्टम जीरो सर्कल। आप मान लीजिए कि जो सोलर सिस्टम है जीरो सर्कल है, आंख में। कंसीडरिंग एन इमेजिनरी डायमीटर ऑफ सोलर सिस्टम टू जीरो सर्कल, दैट्स जीरो सर्कल globe which may not exceed 3 billion or 10 billion USA. Let us say solar system is encompassing a space whose diameter is 10 billion kilometer, skyline distance as given above, and assuming an average spacing between states to be 150 million kilometers. It's estimated that volume of sky line sphere is 10 to the power 30 to 10 to the power 36 times than that of solar system, and stars population is something else. I'm not just giving this information. I'm not talking of the star population. What I'm talking is something else. I'm talking size of aura and distance from Earth. This is what I'm saying is skyline may be at a distance of 2.5 to 10 to the power 33 kilometer to 25 kilometer from Earth, and this is just an imagination. This is nothing I can say is billion trillion of solar systems are contemplated to be in existence of universe. बिलियंस अरबों में खरबों में ये सौर मंडल हो सकते हैं, पूरी ब्रह्मांड में ये समझा जा सकता है, गारंटी तो नहीं दी जा सकती, समझा जा सकता है। और जो मैंने आपको कहा कि सोलर सिस्टम का जो व्यास है वो 10 बिलियन 10 अरब किलोमीटर तक हो सकता है, जो कि मैंने शायद इस पेपर में 3 बिलियन लिखा है, जो कि बहुत पहले लिखा गया था, लेकिन तो दोबारा कैलकुलेशन की गई, इसमें बहुत बड़ा ये है, क्योंकि इसमें राहु केतु या आप कह सकते हैं नेपच्यून प्लूटो बहुत आगे हैं, क्योंकि सूरज से शायद 4 बिलियन किलोमीटर आगे हो सकते हैं। इसलिए सोलर सिस्टम करीब करीब 10 बिलियन डायमीटर का होगा या है। ये रही इसकी बात। This hypothesis is only for imaginary purposes. This is just to understand what oracle is, and I am linking my oracle, I am linking my soul power to nature, because this body belongs to nature, this soul belongs to nature. Now I'll come to mathematical calculations of this formula, which is something different and very sensitive. You have to use Excel sheet. It's available on this URL I have given to you. There are two Excel sheets. One is hypothesis title and another is relational titles, long title, you can see variable, etc. You can read both one. I'll give you this what I have done there. In this title sheet, when you open, you find many columns here, and these columns are chip capacity column. It is, this is minus power chip capacity column. First one, that is starting from point 1. Second one is unit projected plus power, that is a reverse of that. Means reverse of first one, chip capacity was minus power, and this is per unit projected is plus power. So point 1 goes to 10, similarly point 0.01 goes to 100. Then there is another square meters, means I have calculated volume square kilometer of this one, and of unit 1 this goes to 10, and then it is brain area 200 centimeter square, and then auricle diameter. So ultimately our purpose is to find, by application of brain area, which is the spherical area of a globe on your head, and which is converted to auricle diameter, just to know distance from where we are talking of. And this is what this calculation is all about. I'll give just little glimpses of few one. I cannot give you all because there are many, and you can go through yourself and find that one. What I'm giving is here very small. It says chip capacity is 0.1, let us say. This is minus power, and plus power is 1.1 to 10, because if it's a 1 over 10 means 0.1, and if you reverse that, it's 1, 0. So you get my point. Chip capacity is 0.1, and reverse 0.1 means it is power. It is, you can say, electronic power. And 10, this is projected one, and its square meter surface is, it's given here based on 200 square meter concentration, and this is not actually 200 square meter, I'm taking less one, but just for example I'm giving you. So auricle diameter comes to 0.000.000252313 kilometers. It is kilometers. You can convert to meters also, which would be 0.2523. So meters and kilometers both. So or 0.1 or reverse one is 10. It is 0.26 meter. 0.25 meter means 25 centimeter. If you go further to 0.01, which projected is 100, chip capacity is 0.01, its projected capacity is 100, and its diameter is 0.7978 or 0.79 meters. 0.79 meters it is. So 0.00797 kilometers. I will not speak in kilometers because it's unnecessary, you may not confuse with you. Then I go to further one, which is 0.001 chip capacity, and it goes to, I'm just increasing in negative and projecting in positive. 0.001, which is 1000, and it's 1000 means it is 2.523 chip capacity, 2.523 meters. If you go further to 0.0001, and reversal is 10,000, and its diameter is 7.97 or 8, you can say 8 meters. And we go further to 0.00001, and then 100,000. which gives you 25.23 meters. And then if you go to 0.000001 means micron, it is 100,000. Oh, it's 10 lakhs, you can say. 1 million or mega, as you say, micron values, mega or million. So this gives you 79.788 or 80 meters diameter, which is bottom line for a sound mind as assumed. This is sound mind line which is based on micron value. You may say chip capacity is micron and projection capacity is 10 to the power minus 10 to the power plus 6, and then square meter is 6366 square meter, which gives you a diameter of 80 centimeter approximately. And then further this will give you basic consideration, basic datum line, as I said, is sound mind 80 meters in 400,000 storage or memory of A4 size pages. Up to now we have just discussed normal brain. Now we go to additional power of brain, or you may say gradual increase, enhancement of power of thinking and power of working. If you go further upwards from micron to go to then 10 to the power 7, and then it gives you 252 meters. And if you go to 10 to the power 8, it gives you 798 meters. And if you go then to further 10 to the power 9, it gives you 2523 meters. If you go to 10 to the power 10, minus and negative, I mean both. I'm starting with minus and entering into plus. So 10 to the power minus 10 plus 10, it gives you 7978 meters. And you further count it to 10 to the power minus 11 plus 11, it is 25,231 meters. And if you go to 10 to the power minus 12 plus 12, it is 79,788 meters. And go to minus 13 plus 13, 10 to the power minus 13, 10 to the power plus 13, which increases it to 252,312 meters. And then if you go to 10 to the power minus 14 plus 14, it goes for the 79,780 like that. We may say approximately 3 times, approximately it's going, increasing every time from, you see, 25,000 to say 79,000, more than 3 times. Then from 7978 to 25,000, about 3 times. Then it says 78,700 to 252, which is 18 to 40, and it is 252 to 790. So like this, 10 to the power 12, 13, 14, 15, like this, it's moving further and further and further. And if you take it as 25, 10 to the power minus 25 plus 25, it gives you 2.52 into 10 to the power 11. This means, scientifically speaking, when you say there is 10 to 5 2 plus e plus 11, it says you use 25, 2.5 10 to the power 11 means write 5 2 3 1, and then see the after first digit there should be so many locations of 11. And if you see it moves on like that. Now if you just speak, you may not understand something because these are numerals and mathematical calculations. You refer to this file which is available, as I told you, on script.com, and I put the URL on text of this video. You can download this file in Excel form and see what I'm talking about. And when you reach to power of, you can say 10 to power 55, 10 to power 55, you shall find a value of 2.53 into 10 to power 26 meters, or 2.523 into 10 to power 23 kilometers. And if we go to 60, it shall be 7.98 into 10 to power 20 meters, or 7.98 into 10 to power 25 kilometers. And similarly, you can find whatever wish. I have put up to 60, you can take up to whatever number. And this file is a very descriptive one. You can check yourself, because I cannot read each value. It's no meaning, because you will not remember anything what I will speak. So better refer to this file. And this was actually basis of further calculations of solar system, because values of solar system are given there, but distance of sky is not available. I just try to calculate on imaginary basis so that if I know threshold from here, how far it means I find radius of that sphere considering value of threshold and can find volume of that as well as surface area of that. But important is volume because if I know volume of whole sky and if I know volume of solar system, applying certain coverage of volume, I can find how many numbers of solar system may be available. That was sole criteria. I wanted to tell you about this. I'm not discussing, I'm not conferring a spiritual knowledge on this subject, but trying to see why I included this in my way. So this is basic one. This completely imaginary mathematics I try to use, but solar system is not imaginary. Solar systems calculations are available. You can see every available on that Excel file which is given there and that other file. Now, I'll go to further one based on this about solar systems one, which is very important. I talked last time about solar system and all that, which I am I'm just now trying to close this file because this file has no meaning at all now. I've discussed it because I want to discuss, and now I'll try to find that file which deals with your solar system, which is very important, and you are given there. And I think I'll let me check it out first of all. Solar system dynamic calculations. Yes, general requirement dynamic calculations are there. Yes, yes, I got it. Solar systems dynamic calculations. This file, which is the solar system, which I discussed last time. I discussed last time about this, and probably it was long back. I'm going further on this for because I made some improvements on that one, and these improvements are very important for solar system to be understood. We all know ASC solar system. I explained to you, maybe you got it or you did not have any interest in this, this is up to you. But to know something, you I mean to say, you have to take interest. You know solar system is there, it is scientific, it is engineering study, it is studied by scientists and by engineers, and people are trying to explore solar system more and more. Exploration of solar system more and means exploration of universe, because universe includes solar system. Solar system does not include universe, and we are living on Earth. We are a part of solar system. So it's better if you know something. I know people know a lot, and I got this information from only these available potentials of whatever right or wrong I don't know, but I have collected very informations. We started with this one by imagination, then reached further improvement, and then try to collect this into Excel form into certain matrix, and that matrix I have it's not final one. It's just still I keep thinking on that and amending on that, and this one is very clearly given now to some extent, though I have no way to challenge or to claim anything on this file of a solar system. Also, there are some sketches I put. I think maybe you know that one, and I put that sketch also. Keep with me for reference only, because that is also very important. I just missed that one. And a solar system sketch, which I put to you before. The solar system dynamic sketch. I just take the file out. Yes, and it's also very significant. That's also available on script access. Yes, it's available here as well. Now this sketch, which I said that I rotate it for my own purpose first, so that I can do this. I don't rotate by some particular sure. Yes, it is rotated, and let's update it. Come on, open. Yes, it's sold. Yes, it's done. Now this solar system diagram. It's in PDF form, but it has been drawn on can say on. This diagram, if you see, yeah, this diagram, if you find on this, there are many circles on this diagram. These circles, I have started this diagram composition. I'm just trying to tell you what this composition is before talking on this. There's, if you just blow up this diagram, you zoom in, you will find there is very small circle, first one, black one, small circle, which is Earth. Oh, sorry, which is Sun. I'm sorry. This is Sun. This is Sun, and it is having approximately the same diameter as is given on data. I have taken same diameter, but in units and in crores. I have considered, you may say, 1 centimeter equal to 1 crore. That's what I calculated. In my drawing, it's not actually one because it was impossible to take actual one. So I put there the whatever values are given here are in crores.